The game you love above them all. Football news, predictions, we have it all. You can watch or listen, that's your call. Just join us on Beyond the Ball.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Beyond the Ball. Happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas, all that bullshit. But yeah, we're glad to be back. Paddy, how are you? Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good New Year?
Had a great Christmas, not from a footballing perspective, although at the moment I'm feeling really good after the weekend, but I can hardly be too confident when we're still sitting in like 14th position. So yeah, but yeah, great Christmas, loads of drink, loads of food, loads of laughs, got out with my mates, dancing, and yeah, it was good crack now. Yeah, I won't mention too much about what happened when we were dancing, but
no, we
actually,
will.
How was yours, Polly? Did you go out at all over the Christmas? Did you do any dance?
This is how I ended up.
I knew something happened.
For anyone that is listening, I'm holding a crutch because me and Paddy went out and got quite merry on the Saturday before Christmas, and I was doing a little bit of dancing and jumped off a bench and completely fucked up my knee, ripped the ligaments off my knee, which in turn pulled the bone off my knee, and I'm a fucking disaster. So yeah, fucking loud of shy. Got stuck fucking on crutches for the whole Christmas. But other than that, it was great. It was great, Paddy.
Yeah,
it's a great night.
A bit of a pattern of you injuring yourself after a few drinks, isn't there?
Yeah, it is a common thing. Sometimes I need to just chill the beans a bit. But sometimes I just can't, Paddy. I just can't. I'm an all or nothing type of guy.
Over.
Yeah, I'm an all or nothing. So sorry if anybody is watching me on YouTube and you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm actually just getting our TikTok going. We're going live on TikTok. We're gonna try it out. It might be bullshit, but we're gonna just try it anyway for the laugh. So you can check it. You may in the future be able to watch us on TikTok to save you coming onto YouTube. Is TikTok more convenient? I don't fucking know. Is it, Paddy?
I'll tell you now in a minute. I'm gonna go on out here as we speak, and
I haven't got it going yet, so give me a sec. It's gone live right now. Unfortunately, I haven't set it up properly. This is why I'm kind of flustered and panicking there. So it's actually just not set up correctly. So I don't know whether everything's working or not. So maybe you can hear us, maybe they can't hear us. But who knows? And it's also down as that I'm streaming GTA because for some reason I can't change that either. So look, everybody's a winner. It's trial and error and this type of shit. That's showbiz, baby.
Oh, I see it.
Can you see it? Can you hear us?
Hold on, let me hurry up.
Does it look okay?
Yeah, I can hear us. Yeah.
Go on, the lads. There we are now.
Looks good.
Does it? Yeah. Good. Oh, look at us there now on the old TikTok. That's deadly. Right, I know it says GTA on the bottom of it, but obviously if you're tuning in for GTA, you're not.
Pair of ticks.
Big pair of fucking dopes talking about football. So, grand, Paddy. Well, at least we have that going. And Paddy, we do have some football to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Chelsea match. We're going to be talking about
our match.
United match. Apparently, you're going to win the league now after getting a draw against Liverpool. But look, we'll discuss that in a few minutes. We have the fantasy football, and then we'll give our score predictions for the weekend. So, Paddy, we're going to jump in first off to the football review. Yeah, the graphics on TikTok are fucked up as well. So if you're watching it on TikTok, you're not going to see the same graphics that you're getting on YouTube. So go off to YouTube and watch it. Paddy,
in for the graphics.
Yeah, no, listen, the graphics are fucking the be all and end all in this fucking podcast. All right, we didn't have the graphics, we'd have nothing. All right, I just want to get that very clear. Paddy, Crystal Palace won, Chelsea won. My God, frustration. We're so good at times, and then we're so shit at times. The only thing that stopped us from winning this game was Nicholas Jackson just not being able to finish the game or finish the ball. Like he had a great opportunity one-on-one with the keeper, and he just cannot finish his dinner. And look, I've given him the benefit of the doubt. He looked great. He's having a great season. I'm not going to deny that he's having a good season. But when we need that clinical finish, when we need that little bit of like someone stepping up, I don't know whether he is the man. And like these type of moments, Paddy, the likes of a Didier Drogba would have relished a moment like that, a chance like that to fucking seal a victory for Chelsea. I don't know whether Nicholas Jackson's going to take himself to that next level.
But his numbers aren't low.
No, they're not. They're pretty good.
I don't think it's that you need to replace Nicholas Jackson. I just think you need somebody else to work alongside him.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't like the idea of getting rid of him and putting someone else in. I like the idea of him potentially working with another striker and just having better. I'll be honest with you, right? I love his touch, his first touch, excellent. His on the ball play, excellent. It just when it comes to that final finish and the final bit of composure, he just lacks it. Now he's still quite young, so like that's gonna come with experience. So
absolutely.
This is what his second season in the Premier League, and he's racking up goals. So I mean, I'm impressed with him. I'm not saying I don't like him because there is a lot of people giving him shit. I like Nicholas Jackson. I think we stick with him. Has all the potential in the world, but I would like to see clinical finishing in very important moments, and that's when you distinguish a really world-class striker from a good, strong striker. Didier Drogba, again, I always go back to him because Chelsea's best striker, I'd imagine. Many won't agree with me. Many won't disagree with me. But the big moments, he was there. He relished it. He loved it. He scored the important goals, and that's what we need from Nicholas Jackson.
That's because as well, though, Collie, he had others there that when he wasn't scoring for a game or two, they would score and get him, like he wouldn't need to, and then there wouldn't be as much magnification or emphasis on him not scoring. But when Nicholas Jackson now misses his chance or he doesn't score, there's none of his teammates getting him out of a hole, which makes it really hard for a striker, and because strikers play on confidence. It's the one position on the pitch.
Paddy, what I would say is like Chelsea a couple of games ago. Now look, let's be realistic about. I'm not just saying it's Nicholas Jackson here because 5 games ago Chelsea were winning 4-5-0 and there was 4 different scorers every time. So do you know what I mean? So we were getting multiple scorers. Now I think the team performance has dropped. We're not getting the multiple scorers, and that's when you want to see a striker coming in. Listen, he was great when we were playing well. Everyone was scoring. Sancho was scoring. Fucking Madueke was scoring. Cole Palmer's still scoring. So Cole Palmer's getting us out of holes left, right, and centre. But it's just in them moments when the rest of the team aren't performing. That's when I'd like to see me striker step up and grab the bull by the horns and say, no, I'm gonna take this game. I'm gonna score the goal. I'm gonna be the person that makes the difference. I'm just not seeing it enough from him. I'd love to.
He's not a leader yet, is he? Like he's too young.
No. Chelsea is a very young team as well. So leaders are yet to be made, I think, in that team. We have Enzo Fernandez, who is our captain. Again, don't really want him as captain. But there's not many
good leaders in a football team with nobody there to show them how to be a good leader?
I think you can, and that comes down to the attitude of players. So some players will shy away from it and just kind of go along with it, and they're probably the ones that may get left behind. But then you'll have players there that want to step up, want to grab the responsibility, like the likes of I could see Caicedo. He's quite good for Chelsea. I could see him potentially being like a captain, just purely based on performances and just how he puts himself around the pitch. Enzo Fernandez, again, I see him being vocal and I see that side of him, but in terms of performances, I don't rate him that much. Like he's average, I think, at best. I don't think he like lights up Chelsea's team. He doesn't really give us a spark. Like his passing is average. People would have been jumping on him in the likes of the fancy football recently only because he scored a couple of goals, but like I think that was blown out of proportion. He wasn't world class, like, you know what I mean? He wasn't putting in world class performances. It was looking good because all them fucking Egypts that slay Chelsea, that don't watch them, seeing them scoring goals and went, oh fuck, Enzo Fernandez is doing fucking really well at Chelsea. Is he scored a goal or two? Overshadowed the fact that he's not really playing that well. Like he doesn't really affect the game the way you think he would.
I think he's played your best football this season with him out of team.
Yeah, 100%. And I like now. I like Lavia and Caicedo sitting in front of the back four. But unfortunately, Lavia is injured, so that's why I think he's fell back into it. So injuries, I think, have put him back into that team. But I did like Maresca didn't give a fuck that he was captain, dropped him, and I like to see that because it shows that Maresca like is seeing what everybody else is seeing and seeing that Enzo Fernandez isn't positively affecting the game the way he should be for that price tag that we paid for him. But other than that, I'm happy with enough with like the likes of Caicedo. Like I said, going back to the leaders thing, Caicedo, Reece James, we have him coming back. To be honest with you, don't see him as a leader anyway. Fucking injured every 10 minutes. He's made of glass, so you can't rely on him being a captain because you need your captain on the pitch. When I look at the likes of our defenders, I don't really see anything. I see Colwill. Don't see him as a captain. I actually see him, if I'm being honest, I'd probably drop him. I'd take him out of the team. Unfortunately for Fernandez, after getting a massive injury now, so he's probably out for the rest of the season. So that means Colwill will be playing for the rest of the season. Look, he's been okay. We've been okay defensively, but he wouldn't be my number one starter in defence.
Well, obviously, what you were saying about Chelsea winning the league, I don't think that's obviously gone now. But how do you feel about Champions League spot? Do you think it's definite? You're definitely going to get the Champions League spot?
Well, what I would say is that our performances have massively dropped in the last couple of games, and this is so. We went through our own little dip or whatever you want to call it towards kind of the start of the season where like, maybe we weren't really performing that well. Like we were picking up points, but we weren't really performing that well. Now this is probably our dip. Like this is Chelsea's dip at the moment. So 4 games, I think we've picked up 2 points or something like that over the Christmas period. Not great. How do we recover from this? How do we bounce back from this? That's what I want to see. Once I see more positive results coming in, then I'll be like, oh yeah, no, it's okay. We've steadied the ship again.
What's gone wrong the last 4 games?
I do think like we have slightly changed our style of play. I think because Enzo Fernandez comes into the team, I do think we've slightly changed our style of play. Going forward, I think we're not being, like I said, as clinical. Teams are shutting up shop a little bit more on us. Everton, for example, really strong Sean Dyche team that was fucking very hard to break down. Again, this game, when I go to that one, just it lacked that little bit of fucking ownership and when we were 1-0 up, we just needed that second goal, couldn't get it. And then all of a sudden we go fucking, it's 1-1 and we're fucked, we can't score. So there is reasons, there is like I said, there is reasons. Didn't take the bull by the horn in this game. Defensively, Everton played very well. You have to hand it to them. And we couldn't break them down. But other than that, like I want to see, like everyone else can break teams down. So why can't Chelsea do it? That's what
it's
I want.
It's a bit worrying though that like the 4 games you've played. So were any of those teams, how would you say, European teams? Or were they all games you should have been winning? Like,
yeah, I would have said that there were games we should have won. They were, when I was looking at Chelsea's fixtures for the fantasy football, I was saying to myself, right, Chelsea have a good run of, I think it was like 7 or 8 games, because in the fantasy football they give you like an indicator. They have a color, so they have green for like your easy matches, your expected easy matches. They've got like red, your dark red for like your very difficult matches. All the Chelsea's were kind of green or neutral. So I was saying to myself, right, happy days. Chelsea have a lovely run of games here. Like you look at the last game, 2-0 against Ipswich away. Like that's a fucking stinking result. Dog shit. That's fucking terrible. Then you look at the game before, 2-1 at home to Fulham. A game we should be 100% winning. So these games that we've lost were games that we 100% should have won. I'm not saying we should have won based on their performance in that game, but on paper, you look at that fucking that fixture and you say to yourself, this is 3 points, but we didn't fucking do it. And it's worrying, but at the same time, we are a young team. We did finish, fucking 8th or something last season. If we can get top 4 this season, I'd be very happy. I would have taken a hand off for it anyway. The talk of challenging, look, it was a fairy tale. I was living in a fairy tale. I was living in a fucking dreamland. We all know it. I'm happy to admit it.
It was medication from your knee or something.
It probably was, yeah. It was probably a bit of fucking delirium setting in when we were sitting in 2nd place and me just saying that Liverpool were going to fall off. But look, you have to fucking. I like to take them little bits of glory when I get them. You know, they don't come around that often anymore with fucking City and Liverpool dominating for the last couple of years. So when Chelsea are there and thereabouts, I like to throw me fucking 2 cents in. And people always say to me, "Oh, if you spoke more honestly or more fucking like if you didn't talk such shite, you'd get more followers." I had someone saying to me, I won't name him. He's probably listening. He said, if you talked more sense, you'd probably get more followers. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not making a living out of this, so I don't really give a bollocks about the followers. I want the beef. I want the arguments. I want the winding up.
Has this expert got their own podcast, has he?
No, he's a Liverpool fan though. So, you know, that's, you know, there's always a reason behind all these things, you know.
I wonder why he'd be in bad humor at the moment.
No, it was directly after the Liverpool game, because I put up a picture straight away after the Liverpool game and I said Liverpool bottlers, and straight onto me. I got fucking abused for posting that, but I had my fun, and that's all that matters to me, to be honest with you. So yeah, he said, look, you get more followers if you talk normal and talk good. And I was like, no, I said, I'm happy to take the piss out of Liverpool. They're top of the league. I'm gonna call them bottlers every single day of the week. I'm not gonna bow down to all the little fairies that want me to say, oh, Liverpool are great. Because if I said Liverpool are great, I'd have 100 messages from fucking United fans going, oh, fuck off, we should have beat them. So you can't win either way. So I'm happy to wind fucking everybody up. So that was my take on that one. But Paddy, going back to it, we'll move off Chelsea in a second. We'll go on to United. Happy in terms of where we are at the moment. I know. Obviously, the last couple of games, sure, you have to hold your hands up and say we're just not good enough at the moment. But looking forward to the rest of the season, I want to see something happening, and I want to see something changing really, really quickly. We've got Joe Felix sitting on the bench there, and if I'm being honest with you, Paddy, I would not have him sitting on the bench. I would have him on the pitch. And Maresca has kind of shot himself in the foot because he said he's a number 10 and he's only going to be in place of Cole Palmer. So what do you have to do now? Do you have to drop Cole Palmer to bring him in? Or do you try fit him in maybe a wider position and let him come off the wing? Because he can do that. I've seen him do that before. So I don't know. I would like to see the two of them on the pitch together. Let's start making changes.
I think when Maresca was first signed, if I had turned around to you and said, okay, just after New Year's, Chelsea will be in the top 4, you'd be close enough to the top, will you take it? I think you would have bit my hand off.
Oh, the bitch are bleeding cock off for that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Did you know what I mean? Well, absolutely. I'd have fucking taken 100%. Like, do you know what I mean? But now kind of, I got like, you know, you gave me, I got an inch, tried to take a mile out of it. Now I'm kind of getting a couple of millimeters, so like, you know, I had to reel my neck in a little bit. But if we can get back on the fucking hype train, I'm all over it, all aboard. Like, you know, choo. Right, Paddy, we're done on Chelsea. Are you happy enough to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Paddy, I am.
Liverpool 2, Man United 2. Talk to me.
Robbed. We were robbed. Like, robbed. We were.
Come on.
So. Come on. First of all, before the game started, I'd like to clear some up. A couple of months ago on TikTok, I did say United would be, well, people said it. I said top 4. I meant top 14.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So just to clear that open anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm still living in an expectation of where my original, what would you say?
Prediction?
Guess was, whatever. I don't know. I can't think of the word anyway. I'm still a bit excited for the weekend. So let's talk about this game. 2-2. When I was coming into the game, I'm sure like every other Manchester United supporter.
You were coming to the game?
Absolutely shoot myself. What?
Sorry, I heard when you were coming to the game, I was like, fucking hell. Like, Jesus.
No, that was after the game.
I was thinking that,
yeah. But yeah, I really thought it was going to be a bad day at the office. But from the first minute, we looked really good. Manu, Ugarte and Fernandes bossed the midfield against Liverpool. And they actually did. You know, we played some great football. One thing I noticed in this game, and it was great to see a lot of people under Ten Hag, especially people were saying, you know, United are like a basketball team. As soon as they win the ball back, it doesn't matter where it is in the pitch, they're trying to score straight away, which means they turn over the ball so fast and they're getting themselves into trouble. But against Liverpool, we had a lot of controlled possession after we scored, which calmed things down, and it was really, really good to see. So Jamie Carragher as well is doing some wonderful analysis on how Ruben Amorim is wanting to play and wanting the team to play. And when it's working, it looks really, really good. It looks like a good style of play that we hadn't seen under Ten Hag. So happy, but definitely won't get carried away because it's one result. The 3 games before that we lost at Old Trafford, and we were absolutely shocking. So the only difference between those games and this game is it's the first time he's had a full week with the squad on the training pitch before a match. Seems to have made a massive difference. Now we have another week before the FA Cup match against Arsenal on Sunday. But I suppose sticking with this game for now, was it a penalty? He was very close. You can see why it was given, but then there's other instances with VAR and referees where it's not given because they say it's a bit too close for him to be able to react. But look, giving all that away, would I take 2-2 when I came into the match and to play the way we did? Absolutely. I was very, very happy walking away. And Maguire missing the shot at the end, really bad, but it would have been offside either way. Why Xerxes was trying to pass to Maguire anyway, I don't know. But great result. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, like I was looking at that last moment where like Xerxes, how much did you spend on him? 60 million or 50 or whatever it was, 50, 60 million?
Like that, yeah.
When your striker goes through and goal and you've spent 60 million on him and he fucking squares it to Harry Maguire of all people, you're kind of saying to yourself.
But if Maguire had a score, it would have been a great.
Oh, I know, yeah, it would have been excellent, and he would have fucking loved it as well. And I would have been happy for him because he did get a lot of abuse off United fans for ages, and now he's kind of back and he's playing well. Like, you know, he's kind of redeemed himself, I think, a little bit in the Manchester United jersey. So I would have liked him.
United was disgraceful what happened at Old Trafford, but I don't think they were real United fans. You see, what you heard was when he got taken off that time, you heard against Newcastle, you heard cheers, but then you heard boos. But I think, like, from what I've heard is on other podcasts and stuff, is the fans were actually booing the people that were cheering, so it sounded worse than it was. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But they gave him a good welcome, the United away fans at Anfield, and anyway. So sorry, go ahead there.
Yeah. And the one thing that I think we took from the game is, and it's more jumping over to the Liverpool side of things. Trent Alexander-Arnold is absolute dog shit, right? And I've been saying it. Messi. How long have I been saying this, Paddy, where people have been trying to compare him to Reece James? Listen, 2 of them in their prime. I'm telling you now, both of them are right backs, okay? So let's not get that confused. They both play right back. Reece James
is not right back.
Well, he's not. He shouldn't be, but that is his technical position. That's where he plays.
I know. Yeah.
But he can't defend. He literally cannot defend. And if I'm being honest, right, I've seen another fucking bullshit posted on one of the fucking stupid sports Bible pages or something like that. And it was about a pass that he made, right? And it was against fucking, who was it against? Brentford or something. Plays the ball, right? Outside of the boot. And the defender's running back towards the goal. The ball literally goes, I'd say, probably 2 or 3 inches away from his foot. The defender turns around like an absolute gobshite, right? Can't see the ball. Any sane, normal defender would have just taken that and just actually taken a touch. It was a shit pass, but he got away with it because the defender was so shit. And all the Liverpool fans are jumping on it, sucking him off. It was a crap pass. It was absolutely shite. But they jumped on it and they were like, oh my God, he's fucking Burton Paul Scholes and all this shite. The shit I was hearing about, it was fucking pathetic, right? It was a terrible pass. And can I just say, Liverpool will be blessed if Real Madrid take him off their hands because there is no chance.
Where are they taking the money now?
Oh my God! If Liverpool got offered 30 million for him, they'd be taking it. Now I know he's free. I believe he's free.
They got offered 20 million.
I'd be snapping their hands off. I'd be snapping.
He's gone for free in 6 months.
Yeah, I'd be snapping. If you're getting 20 million and he's gone for free in 6 months, I'd be snapping people's hands off for that because. Let me tell you, that man is a fraud. He's an absolute fraud of a player, and I don't care what anyone says. You can fucking fight me. Liverpool fans, message me. Let's have a conversation.
You sound like John Fury.
Let's have a fucking conversation, right? Because this needs to be said. He's shy, and I think to be fair, a lot of them have kind of agreed with me on it. One of the big Liverpool social media presidents is a guy named Jonathan Morley. Don't know if you know him or not. Was chatting to him about him a little bit, and he said, no, usually I would message him and he kind of disagrees with what I say because we kind of I give Liverpool abuse and he tries to protect them all the time. We actually agreed where he said no, he is actually dog shit. Called him a fraud and he was like, yeah, you're right, we need to get rid of him. So it's bad when someone like this is saying that because
but wait if he signs a contract, he'll redact all that.
I don't know if he will or not. I like he's fairly fucking consistent with what he says. So I mean, it's plain and obvious to see. I don't think Trent's the player that Liverpool fans build him up to be. And that's just my honest opinion on it. You can fight me if you want, but you know where I am.
Fight me if you want. That John Fury.
I'll fucking fight you. I'll fight you over this.
In the bucket. You're not
I'll fucking fight you over this one. Reece James is better than Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'll fight you. I'll fight any man. But I just think that was really poor. Jumping onto it, I have to admit I've been a big criticizer of Bruno Fernandes. That was one of the probably the best games I've seen him playing in a while. Very good on the ball. His passing was pretty good as well. There was a little passage of play where he's beating 2 or 3 players and actually playing off a good pass. So impressed by what I've seen with him. I do still think that United are lacking that little bit of quality up front, just as a number 9. But Paddy, jumping on to another thing, Marcus Rashford. It looks like his days are numbered at the club. Are you happy to see him go? What's your honest thoughts of it now? Do you want to just see the back end of him and get rid of him and get what you can get from him? Or would you like to, is there any hope for his career at United?
He hasn't played well for us in nearly 2 years.
No.
Yeah, let him go. Absolutely let him go. It changes. So while he was at the club, we won a couple of trophies. That's, in fairness, we did. But smaller trophies. If we want to be winning Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, we're not going to do it with Marcus Rashford. Now, we're not going to do it with the likes of Højlund or Xerxes either. But he's the type of player you need to get rid of. If you have aspirations of being Premier League champions, you're not going to do it with players like Marcus Rashford in the squad. His attitude is poor. And I was even looking last year when he was late for Ten Hag, and Ten Hag banned him for it. And he came out in an interview afterwards, and his defense was, I wasn't even that late.
Yeah, it's poor, isn't it? It
doesn't matter how late you are. If you're late, you're late, and that's it. And the rules are the rules. And it's just like, but it's that mentality that, it's not, he must be real laid back. Like, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's only 5 minutes. So there you go.
You know what he is? He's a classic fucking.
You don't want that attitude.
He's a classic modern day fairy where everyone's protected. So you can't say boo to these players. Everyone's under a little umbrella. Everybody's protected. You can't fucking give them an old slap every now and again. Could you imagine the likes of Brian Clough or something being a manager and fucking him walking in late and going, I wasn't even that late. He'd have got a fucking dig in the face, and Fergie's in the he would have built another fucking football boot at him, do you know what I mean? That type of thing. It's an absolutely ridiculous response for someone that's getting paid 350 grand a week. The least you can do is show up on time. That's the very least you can fucking do for your teammates.
Players going out the way they are, and even when Sancho was at United as well, and Rashford, and you see Garnacho now making snide little comments about managers and players on social media. If you have a club being run like that, something's seriously wrong. And I think with what Amram's doing now is that I think he's gotten a hold of Garnacho, and there's some saving in him because he's young, so maybe he can still be molded and taught the right ways of behaving in a top club, because he does seem to be changing things a little bit. But with Rashford, you can see I don't think there's any way back for Rashford. I don't think that he's a leopard at that stage of their career. He's 27 years of age. It doesn't change his spots then. It's too late.
Yeah. Just one in there from Brandon Ahmad, some player. I do agree with that. Ahmad is a fucking very good player. There was talk of him today being linked with Chelsea.
I also seen Mainu being linked.
Mainu. Sorry, it was Mainu. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, it was Mainu.
And it's just because he's under 22 or something. Every player under 22 has gone to Chelsea.
He fits the bill, yeah. He fits the bill of a perfect another person we can line up for another 24-year contract. Paddy, have you anything else that you need to add to this Manchester United and Liverpool game? or anything in general, but for Manchester United before we move on?
I just hope that performance gives other managers in the league an idea of how to play against Liverpool to get in behind. Because, as you said, we're light up top. We hadn't scored a goal starting with Delon Mesraoui as wing backs, as Jamie Carragher quite rightly brought up. So to score 2 the weekend, just showed that it wasn't the full-backs, it was the players not playing in the way Amram wanted them to play. But now that they are, if they can buy, say, a full-back, a proper full-back to play that system, and an attacking player in the January transfer window, I do still think we could get European football. I'm not saying Champions League football, but European football in the second half of the season.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Hopefully Liverpool bottling.
Yeah, hopefully we're all hoping that, but I don't know how likely that is to happen anymore. Right, Paddy, do you know what we'll do? We're going to jump on to the fantasy football. Right, Paddy, I'm going to pull up the fantasy football. Again, anybody watching on TikTok, the screen's not set up correctly for it, so it's going to look arseways, so you can go over to the YouTube and if you want to watch what we're doing there. Right, let me just have a look at this, Paddy, and see where we are with this. Paddy, a very nice performance from me this week. 69. Let's go.
Sexy score.
Perfect number. Dinner with a view. The average points was 60 for the week. I had Henderson a goal, got me 2 points. Cucurella with 2 points, poor. Saliba with 2 points, poor. Hall with 2 points, poor. Luis Diaz, 1 point. I want to take him out this week, but I really think that he's going to fucking do something. But then at the same time, I'm thinking he's not even going to fucking start, so I'm kind of caught with him. Mo Salah as captain, obviously, got me 14 points. I Cole Palmer in there with 10. And Mbeumo, I made a great decision because it was between Mbeumo starting or Iwobi, and Iwobi was against Ipswich, I believe it was. Yeah, Ipswich. So Mbeumo probably had the harder fixture. No, he didn't. It was Southampton. Never mind. But anyway, it was a toss-up. I think Iwobi was at home. So 19 points for him, or from Mbeumo, sorry. And then Wood, 8 points. Isaac, 7 points. And Nicholas Jackson, 2 points. I brought Wood in for the first time this week, so happy with that. 2 points for Iwobi on the bench, Burgess, and then Taylor -1. So Paddy, will jump on to your team. Go all the way down the bottom here. If you want to talk us through it. Ooh!
I'm moving up 70 points.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing too bad now the last couple of weeks, so I'm starting to move back up the table. So I'm expecting to finish mid-table by the end of it.
Yeah,
well away from those relegation spots, similar to where United will probably finish up. But Sells in goal, 9 points. He's starting to get me a few now. He's doing well. Ayana at the back, 6 for what a run! Like who would have put Notts Forest where they are at the start of the season? Konza shit.
The last couple of performances for him. Sorry.
All right, Konza shit, Gabriel shit. Gordon 7, Palmer 10, Salah 14, Ahmad 9. So really strong midfield performance.
Yeah.
And Isaac 7, Jesus 2, and Jackson 2. So 70 all in all. Very, very happy.
Not going to lie, I think Gordon is one that I might bring in. You're looking at his fixture lists. He's got Wolves, Bournemouth, and Southampton. So he is one that you'd be looking to bring in, I think, soon.
And Newcastle are on a great run at the moment.
Yeah, they are. And we did doubt Newcastle for a while. So, yeah, fair play to them. Just looking at the quick Beyond the Ball podcast dollar league. First place is still Adam McDonald with 1301, which is a very good score. In second is Aaron Gray with 1288. He's moved up from third. Dropping down into third is Harry O'Sullivan with 1276. And in fourth is myself with 1248. Fifth is Liam McDonald. Sixth, Chris is up there.
Starting to fall away a bit like Chelsea, Collie, aren't you?
Little bit, you know. I take heed from my own team, you know. Seventh is Luke Walsh. Eighth is King Costello. Ninth is Niall Gain, and 10th is Jordan Murphy. So it's all to play for. We didn't give away the December prize, did we?
No.
Who won it? We're about to see who won it. I'm about to click the December button, and we're about to see who's won it. Aaron Gray.
Wow.
Aaron Gray has won the December €20 monthly gift or prize. So I will be transferring Aaron Gray €20 as soon as possible. Probably fucking as soon as I finish up this podcast. So that's good. Let's look at the bottom of the league. Of course, we have to.
You're
Last
still in
place.
December.
Oh shit! Well done, Paddy. Well done. Excellent
Just in
stuff
case
from
it
you.
was really shit in December.
Last place, Kieran Lappin. Fucking embarrassing. 891. Then we've Owen Stafford in 42nd place, and then Nicole Brady is in 41st. And just an honourable mention to Boris, who's in 40th place. Bear in mind, Boris changes his team every week. Boris makes weird decisions. Watch out. Who's his captain? Watkins. He's always got someone that's not like the average.
He's trying to get points where nobody else gets them.
Yeah. He's trying to get them differentials. He does it every week. Let me go through the last 2 or 3 weeks because it's kind of funny. He done Watkins again.
He got 24.
In fairness, that worked out. In fairness, yeah. Who's he got captain here? He had Luis Diaz as captain, and it went to Havertz. You know, like just these are just wild, wild decisions. Like who do you got here?
Gordon.
Do you know who's putting Gordon as captain? Nobody.
Yeah.
Then he's got Gordon again. He's just
a Gordon lover.
He makes wild decisions. I love it. I do love it, but it's just unfortunate he's at the bottom of the table because of it. So Paddy, that's it. That's it on the fancy football. We're going to jump on to the score predictions.
So as we don't really do much planning for this, is this predictions of FA Cup games? Because it's not
I've only got FA Cup because so it's only 2 matches. I'm only doing the Chelsea and United match because just cup games, and Premier League back next Tuesday, so we'll probably be on while it's happening. So we'll do predictions and stuff like that then. Just a quick couple of comments in on TikTok. Reverend Bellardi. Happy New Year, lads. Happy New Year, Francis.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Brandon, I got 80 this week. Oh, Brandon with the 80 points this week. Interesting.
Oh, I thought you said he was 80 this week. I was like, holy shit, we have an 80.
Our oldest listener ever. Brandon, I have Diaz as well. And Brandon, I had Palmer, Salah, and Buemo, Ahmed, and Diaz. Okay, interesting because Diaz actually let you down on that one.
But I want to know what he had the week before, because if you had like 40 the week before, it means nothing. That was just a lucky week.
Yeah. Okay. If you can get us, let us know what you had the week before, and then we'll believe the hype.
Or what tell us what your total points are actually. Total points.
Oh, total points. Yeah, we'll look for total points. Paddy, first game, Chelsea versus Morecambe. Do you know what? I was actually contemplating buying tickets and going over for this.
And then I realized because Chelsea are shit, you're not going to.
No, do you know what? Right, I was gonna do it, but then me leg. It's just the plane and going over. Everything would just be too uncomfortable. So I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna buy like a seat in like like the suites that you get. You can go to like a bar and get the VIP packages and stuff like that. I was gonna do that, and then I just said, you know what? It'll be too uncomfortable. So I don't know whether there's
sandwich brigade, were you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I don't think there's much left in terms of tickets for Chelsea, so I don't know if I'm going to get over the season. I did plan on getting over, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get tickets for. All I need is one ticket, so if anybody knows anybody selling one ticket to any game on a Saturday, let me know, because I will be interested in buying it. Chelsea versus Morecambe. Okay, this is going to be about 6-0 to Chelsea. Like, we're going to bash them. If we don't win by at least 3 goals, it'll be disappointing. He's going to play the whole second team. He's going to play all the reserves. He's going to play fucking everyone that doesn't play. If they don't score goals, they're going to want to impress. We're going to win about fucking 7-0 here, I think. I think we're going to bash them. People are going to want to score goals. See the likes of Joe Felix and Kunku, all these players that aren't starting. They're going to want to fucking really impress, because now that our performances haven't been going well, this is their chance to get into the team. And Maresca makes changes. He doesn't fuck around. So I actually think Nicholas Jackson may be dropped on the weekend. Hold me to this. I think not in this game. Actually, he may get away with it because this game is the cup game. But if the next game that we had was the Premier League game, I would be 90% sure Nicholas Jackson's going to get dropped in it. So
for him,
Nkunku would have came in. Or actually, he brought in Gio. So he actually brought in Gio. Gio. He brought in Gio or Gui. I don't know how the fuck you say his name, but I'm going to go with Gio. He brought Gio in instead of him on the weekend, which I didn't like. I wanted Nkunku on the pitch, so questionable substitution, but whatever. I'm going to go 5-0 on this one, Paddy, and I'm going to go with Joe Felix to score. What do you think?
Yeah, look, this is like Markham. Who are Markham and Mindy, is it? I don't even know who these are. So I'm gonna go obviously Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Chelsea win. 3-0 and
12-0.
And Sancho's the score.
Okay. Next one, Paddy. Big one for you. Arsenal versus Manchester United. How do you see this one going?
Well, there's no replays anymore, so it will be played and won on Sunday. If we can put in a similar performance to what we did last week, and I really, really, really hope Amorim puts out a strong squad, because against Spurs, after we beat City, he put out a weakened squad, and it was, probably a chance for him to build a bit of momentum. He didn't take it. He put out a weakened squad, and obviously we knew how that went. Arsenal may have their eye on the Premier League, and that's my only saving grace, thinking that they might rest one or two players, because they do have one or two big injuries. So I'm going to go for a Manchester United win here, because I think we need a win, because it's another avenue into Europe next season, into the Europa League. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to United, and I'm going to go for Højlund to score.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, because I'm kind of thinking to myself, Arteta is a fucking fraud, and is this his best chance of winning some sort of trophy? So is he going to really go for the cup games? I don't see him winning the league. Don't see it. And he'll want to win this, I think. So,
but who wins the league then? Don't say Liverpool.
I think I have to say Liverpool. Like, I just have to.
No,
I know. I don't want to. To say it. I don't want to, but.
Well, there's nothing to be thinking about that. Like, Arsenal can do it.
I know. I don't want Arsenal to do it. I don't want Arsenal to do it either. I'd rather fucking Nottingham Forest win it.
United are going to win this, and Arsenal want to just focus on the league for the rest of the season.
I don't. I don't like any of them. I just want Chelsea to win everything. I think Arsenal are going to beat us, though. I think it's going to be 2-0. I think they're going to struggle to score. Yeah,
never.
Just think
he has another week. Amorim has another week now, full week with the squads before we play again. There's no way we're going to lose 2-0. No way.
Listen, you're going to lose 2-0. I'm Mystic Call. I've come back from the fucking future. You lose 2-0. And Havertz scores against you. Chelsea coming back to bite you. But that's just what I see, Paddy. Because of how I see it. That's it, Paddy. That is everything. We've wrapped up. We are done. Plans for, I think, we have been talking about, so we might as well let people know what we're planning on doing. We're trying to get together and have a live podcast together in the same room. We feel like it might be a little bit more engaging, maybe a little bit
on OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans, we will be recording some content that you can pay for. You get a picture of me feet and me swollen knee if you want it. But that is the plan. We're going to try to get together at some stage soon and get a live podcast together. Maybe, I don't know, even if it's not live, or we just record it and edit it maybe and like live broadcast it.
We can pretend it's live.
We could pretend it's live, yeah. So we don't know.
Maybe we shouldn't say that.
Oh no, I mean no, it's going to be definitely live. Yeah.
Like what you're watching now is definitely live, or is it? Is it?
How do we prove it? Do we tell them the exact time? Do we?
No, someone asks us a question and we'll answer it.
There's no one asking.
So. Well then, are we?
No. You'll have to tune in next week to ask us a question. Right, Paddy, that's it. We're gonna be wrapping it up there. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and great seeing your face after the new year. I'm happy you're in good spirits. Yeah. And Paddy, We'll be back the same day next week. I'm not going to say the same time because we like to mix it up a little bit. We're not consistent at all with it. But we're usually back on a Tuesday, so we'll
Depends on
stick
when we want to go live. Yeah, live. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent. Right, Paddy, that's it. Thank you very much, and we'll see everybody next week.